continuously canvassing for a permanent seat in UN. For UN Security Council, നമ്മൾ കുറേ ആയിട്ട് ശ്രമിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്.
I started it in 79.
Sir, you started it in 79. സാറാണ് തുടങ്ങി വെക്കുന്നത്.
No, Ambassador Brajesh Mishra was our ambassador.
Okay.
He made that statement for the first time in history, India asking for an expansion of the Security Council. I was present there in 79.
ആ സമയത്ത് 79.
Now I am present here, but nothing has happened and nothing will happen.
അത് തന്നെയാണ് എന്റെ ചോദ്യം. ഇത്രയും രാജ്യങ്ങളുണ്ട്, ഇപ്പൊ P5 മെമ്പേഴ്സ് എല്ലാവരും ഉണ്ട്, എല്ലാവരും ഇപ്പൊ ഓൾമോസ്റ്റ് UK, US.
No, we have given ourselves a permanent membership already. All of us think that we are a permanent member, not today but tomorrow.
എന്തുകൊണ്ടായിരിക്കും സാർ നമ്മൾ ഒരിക്കലും?
I'll tell you a simple thing. According to the UN Charter, we will never be able to become a permanent member of the Security Council. Because what do you need? 5 permanent members have to vote for you.
China veto ചെയ്യുന്നുള്ള പേടിയാണ്.
No, forget about China. Suppose even the 5 permanent members agree.
Okay.
You have to get 2/3 majority of the General Assembly.
Almost 129 seats.
130
almost vote കിട്ടണം.
They don't want any change.
Okay.
Because they can never become permanent members. These small chotawalas. So Pakistan included. So they made a group of countries, 70 countries in the UN, oppose any change. That we are ignoring it. We are saying, oh, if P5 takes us, then the others will come automatically. So it is not so. We have tried it. Once I told my bosses in Delhi, I said, we will not get 2/3 majority. They were shocked. They think India ഭയങ്കര ലീഡറാണ്, നമ്മളെല്ലാവരും എന്തോ പറഞ്ഞാലും കിട്ടും, നമ്മൾ വലിയ രാജ്യമാണ്, ഇതാണ്, വി ആർ ടു ലോയൽ, നമ്മൾ പീസ് കീപ്പിംഗ് ഓപ്പറേഷൻ, അതൊക്കെ എൻ്റെ പ്രസംഗത്തിൽ തന്നെയാണ് അവർ കോട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. All the qualifications I used to say. But they don't think for a moment you need 2/3 majority of the General Assembly, which does not want
India to
additional permanent members. In fact, every year, this again people don't know, every year there is a resolution passed in the General Assembly saying that the veto power should be abolished. Every year, and it is passed.
Okay.
But General Assembly resolution has no effect. So then we are saying we want to be permanent member with veto, nobody will accept it. That we are not aware of this problem. So in the present situation, what is in the charter, India cannot become permanent. No other permanent member.
സാറിന്റെ ഒരു ഇൻട്യൂഷൻ വെച്ചിട്ട് ഇന്ത്യക്ക് 130 വോട്ട് കിട്ടാൻ സാധ്യതയില്ല.
സാധ്യതയില്ല. We checked.
Okay.
We allotted different countries and went to all these people privately and said, ഞങ്ങൾ വേറെ ആരോടും പറയില്ല,
പറഞ്ഞോളൂ,
ഇതുണ്ടെന്ന് വരികയാണെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് വോട്ട് ചെയ്യുക. ഇല്ല എന്നാണ് ഉത്തരം. കാരണം our government doesn't believe in expansion of the Security Council. If anything, veto should be abolished and Security Council should also be abolished. Then how can we vote for you to become a permanent member with veto?
With the veto.
Yeah, unthinkable. This has not got into the minds of our people because our government keeps saying, നാളെ മറ്റന്നാള്.
ഗവൺമെന്റ് ഇപ്പോഴും വളരെ ഹോപ്പ്ഫുൾ ആണ്.
How long can we wait എന്നൊക്കെയാണ് വിളിച്ചോദിക്കുന്നത്. Wait indefinitely. I don't think anything will happen. So after this, the latest development. Americans used to say no permanent members, not even one. Okay, that was their position till 6 months ago. Then suddenly the Americans came up and said, we are willing to give 6 permanent members extra. So there was a big flutter, 6 permanent members, only 5 now. Where did it come from? But they say without veto.
Without veto.
So what is the point?
There is no point of being a member.
Exactly. You will have to sit there and get the abuse of everybody in the council sitting there and dealing with all the problems of the world. And then tomorrow something comes against you. How will you defend yourself when the Kashmir issue comes? You will have to depend on somebody's veto. Soviet Union vetoed 5 times instead to save India. Otherwise, like UN would have, waged a war against India in Kashmir because they could have passed a resolution. 5 permanent members would have passed a resolution saying take it from India and give to Pakistan എന്ന് പറയാനുള്ള സ്ഥിതി ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. And Soviet Union vetoed 5 times. Then again in Afghanistan, then Goa, we went and captured it. So against all rules, you capture a country. What is Russia doing different from what we did? So you think that it would have been acceptable? You may say it was part of our country, yes, but it's a former colonial country. How can you use force? Then Afghanistan. If Afghanistan there was no veto, we would have been in deep trouble. That is why on the one hand we want the veto, on the other hand we don't want them to have the veto.
Also.
So it's all a complex situation.
So ഇപ്പോൾ സാറിൻ്റെ ഒരു ഇൻറ്റ്യൂഷൻ, സാർ നേരത്തെ
often say-
നരേന്ദ്രമോദിയുടെ കാര്യത്തിൽ ഒരു ഇൻട്യൂഷൻ പറഞ്ഞു 99 കണ്ടപ്പോൾ ഇദ്ദേഹം പിന്നീട് ഒരു പ്രൈം മിനിസ്റ്റർ ആയേക്കാവുന്നൊരു തോന്നി. സാറിന് ഇപ്പോഴും തോന്നുന്നുണ്ട്
No,
ഫ്യൂച്ചർ കോൺട്രഡിക്ട് ടു ദ ഗവൺമെന്റ് നമുക്ക് പെർമനന്റ്
there is no way.
മെമ്പർഷിപ്പ്
There is no way.